Hey, so I am just coming from my friend's place and they were having this long discussion on whether tummy time is good for the children or not. What do you think about it?
I think it definitely is very, very important. Also, it's a very interesting topic, and I'll tell you why. Because most parents these days are not really aware of what tummy time is.
Hi, I'm Aruja
Hi, I'm Isha.
and we are going to talk about tummy time.
So, what is tummy time? Tummy time is basically when you keep your baby on their tummy for shorter periods of time during their wake up session.
But my friend's baby is just 2 months old. So would you suggest it for them?
Oh, for sure. So, tummy time basically can start as soon as the baby is home from the hospital, and it can go up to the age group of 6 or 7 months old till the time the child develops the habit of crawling.
So there was also this one question that how long do you do it for? Or how often do you do it in a day?
You can do it whenever the child is awake. You can start with merely like a few seconds or a few minutes and go up to like 3 to 5 minutes depending on the child's capacity and the stamina and how quickly does the baby adapt to the entire process of tummy time. And it can be done, you can start it with 3 to 5 sessions in a day and then go up to like 7 to 8 tummy time sessions throughout the day. So I think that's like the perfect time frame for tummy time. And you know what? It is very important because when the baby is on their tummy time, it really strengthens their head muscles, their neck muscles, and their shoulder muscles. So it's really, really beneficial.
Yes, even I have heard that it's very helpful for their next upcoming milestone, like for them to be able to crawl, roll over, sit up. It actually strengthens their muscle. It actually also strengthens their sensory development and visual senses, because when they're in tummy time, they're able to see around more. So it develops that, and more importantly, it really prevents flat spots on the back of the head that a child can develop. It really prevents that. How do we know we are doing it correctly?
So, there are a lot of positions that a parent can cater to while their baby is on the tummy time. Very first position is the normal traditional tummy time position. That is when your baby is lying on the floor. Keep like a mattress or you keep like a blanket and you lay your baby on the floor, and then you have either a nursing pillow or a boppy pillow. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to lay the baby in such a way that the baby is in between of the nursing or the boppy pillow. The chest is on the boppy pillow, so the head will be a little above it. And for the parents part, the parents are supposed to keep their hands in such a way that it supports their waist as well as their elbows. So what happens with that is the legs and the head is in a little freeway position to move, and that gives like a lot of comfort to the baby.
Right.
As and when the baby grows a little older and gets a little acquainted to the position, then the parents can start using maybe a rolled up pillow or just take a thick towel and roll it up and keep that below the chest as well. So the other position is the tummy down carry position. In this, what the parents need to do is you need to hold the baby in such a way that one hand supports the chest. So you keep it below the chest of the baby, and the other hand slips between the legs and gives support to the stomach. So what happens with this is that the baby is in a much more easy and a comfort zone to lay on the tummy position. To make it a little more challenging, what you can do is you can incline the child a little to stand straight. So what happens with this is that the child really tries hard to stay in that position, and thus it strengthens the entire muscle of the child, right from the neck to the shoulder to the legs.
Right.
So that's like a really, really good way of, portraying tummy time to the kids. The other and the most used tummy time position is the chest to chest position. So this is, when the mother is lying down on maybe a sofa or on a bed and she has a pillow. So she's in an inclined position, right? And then she takes the baby and she just lays the baby, on her chest. So it's like the baby's chest and the mother's chest, they are really like connected to each other. This has its own benefits. So because as and when the baby looks up, the baby is seeing the mother's face or the father's face. So that, builds like an emotional connect to it. The child is in a position to see the environment around it. And definitely there is a lot of emotional connect that gets built because the child is so close to the parent or the caregiver. So that's like another very useful position. So another position, and I think this is like the last ones that we are catering to.
The lap position.
Yeah, it's the lap position. So the lap position is when you lay your child on your lap and across your lap. So what happens is that the chest of the baby is on your lap, but the legs and the head is in a little floating position.
Right.
But this is a little advanced because the child really has to try hard to stay in that position because it takes a lot of effort.
Oh.
But it's one of the most effective ways to build the muscles. So these are the few positions and how the parents can cater to tummy time with their child.
Very useful in fact, Isha. But I think our parents need some fun activities to do around this tummy time. So let's get into that.
For sure. The first and the most easiest one, as discussed in the positions also, is the mummy to baby tummy time position. So what happens is the mummy lays down, the baby lays down with the mummy. There is a chest to chest connect, giving it, a lot of emotional connection. The baby really connects to the parent, sees the caregiver's face again and again and again. There are hugs and kisses where the mama is whispering to the child about how grateful they are for them and how wonderful the world is with them in it now. So it's like a fabulous way of doing it. Do you have any other activity?
Yeah, like this one activity I am aware of is offering the child some objects, like it can be fabric. In fact, like touching the fabric on the child's face, that distracts them a lot. So even if they feel a little uncomfortable in this new position with these new objects and new fabric and everything, they're really opening up, they're really enjoying, and also it helps a lot in sensory development, like tactile development, because they are touching and they're playing around. So
Right.
That's how this activity progresses.
So just adding on to you, I think water play also can be, mixed with the objects, because if you're giving just like a tray of water with a few objects in it, because babies will really enjoy the splashing of water on their face.
But you know what is my favorite?
What?
Peekaboo.
Yeah.
So like playing with mama or playing with the toys, they hide behind the hands or some object, a book or a cloth, and then they just come out, and there are like so many baby giggles at that time. So that's like my favorite.
Amazing. Mine is mirrors. I've really noticed that the babies are so attracted to the mirrors. When they just look at themselves, they look at the reflection, but they're confused with whose reflection and how has it ended up there. So if you just keep like a small mirror in front of your baby while the baby is on their tummy,
Right.
it really helps prolong the process. So because they are seeing themselves, they're distracted, they can be with or on that position for a very long time.
Yes. And another activity is tracking the toy.
Exactly. How can we forget that? That's one of the most interesting activities that the baby can cater to. So what happens in Track the Object is you lay the baby on their tummy and you take any object that the baby likes. If the object is more vibrant and colorful, and if it's a noisy rattle kind of an object, then that's much better because it really grasps the attention of the child.
Right.
So what you're supposed to do is the baby is lying down on their tummy. So you take the object and you move the object from the left side of the head to the right side of the head, or you do it from the top to the bottom. So what happens with this is, with strengthening the muscles, because the baby is already on their tummy, it also helps in a lot of visual aiding because it enhances the eye coordination in your child.
Right.
So that's the Track the Object activity.
Absolutely. I hope our parent friends got a lot of information with these fun activities and benefits about tummy time, and we'll see you in our next video.
Definitely. Till then, toodles!